If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Well, good Tuesday morning. Taylor Platt here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Starting off your Tuesday with some clouds around, maybe an isolated shower. Once we get to the afternoon hours, we will see showers and storms possible across the area. Temperatures warming up into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees once again. Going into your Wednesday, things are looking better because we have a cold front that'll be moving on through. That's going to dry us out. 7-day forecast looks like this. Once we get into the end of the week, around that 4th of July, we see abundant sunshine. Temperatures generally in the mid-90s. That warmth does continue into the weekend.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks for joining us. You have the opportunity to explore the artistic and cultural exchange between the Republic of Venice and the Ottoman Empire from a period of 4 centuries. It's an exploration that's not going to take you too far from home. In fact, just to Nashville. Our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson, details to us what you can absorb by visiting the Frist Art Museum over the next few weeks. And then please stick with us. Later on here at Mornings on Main Street, we will share with you the welcome home for astronaut Barry Wilmore in his hometown of Mount Juliet. You'll see not only the crowd there, but hear the words that he shared with those in attendance. But first, let's get a check of our headlines. This man, 21-year-old Carlos Aldridge, was being held on a $10,000 bond for violation of probation, violation of the sex offender registry, and having no insurance. An alert officer with the Portland Police Department recently took the convicted child rapist into custody on charges of violating his probation after spotting the man who he happened to recognize from high school. Aldridge will have a hearing in civil court on September 5th. There is a new Murray Regional Breast Center on the 2nd floor of the Murray Regional Outpatient Pavilion. A press release from Murray Regional described the new unit as equipped with the state-of-the-art technology and set in a spacious, modern environment. The breast center is designed with patient comfort and convenience in mind. It offers 3D mammograms, breast ultrasounds, biopsies, and much more. Your Freedom Fest 2025 in Pulaski is happening tonight at Sherwood Park. There will be a concert and a fireworks display for you. The park is open to foot traffic only for the evening. You'll have vendors and food trucks on site. The festivities will begin at 4 o'clock this afternoon. You do have an ADA shuttle transportation being provided from CB Outreach from that parking lot to the rec center from 4:30 to 7:30. Fireworks are set to begin at 9 p.m.
Deep in a forest at Nashville Zoo, new creatures here for you to view. Phantoms graced in black and white swing high in trees of dappled light. In rocky crags, tall and steep, small antelopes with nimble feet. A wise old man with beard of white, a sentry perched on stony height. Amidst it all, a hunter lies, with coat of gold and steely eyes. A new adventure just for you. Leopard Forest at Nashville Zoo. Open now.
Busy bee, yeah, busy bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all, hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
333.
Busy bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy bee, oh,
Now
busy
ready,
bee.
guys.
Call 775-7833.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. You have a very family-friendly exhibition that you can experience at the Frist Museum in Nashville right now. It is Venice and the Ottoman Empire, and our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson, has already made a visit to the Frist to explore this exhibition. Tom, always good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Thank you. So how is the exhibit?
It is very, very interesting. It was doubly interesting for me because I got to go to Turkey last year,
Okay.
but it filled in so many blanks in my knowledge of the region. It is about the city-state of Venice and the Ottoman Empire from roughly 1400 to 1800. And lots of things happened then, including what was interesting, war after war after war, but they were short wars. And in between, they were the biggest trading partners you could imagine. Stuff going back and forth and just working with each other. And we all know about the beauties of both of those entities, Venice and Asia Minor. And this puts a lot of pieces together. One of the fun things about this exhibition at the Frist is that it touches not just looking at things, it's all five senses. There are ways that they're touching you with just great information.
Very nice to know. So before we talk about that full journey to the Mediterranean Sea during this period, who do I have here looking over my way?
You have the leader of Venice in the late 1800s. Instead of being called a president, it was Doge, the Venetian Doge. And that's one of the pieces of art. That's a carved marble piece that is just really very, very pretty.
It is absolutely beautiful. Well, so how do they have the exhibit set up to walk you through this journey of what, the 1400s to the 1800s?
To 1800. The first primary room has an early Venetian Doge, a Byzantine, an Ottoman leader, big portraits, pictures of both cities, and then a giant electronic map that shows the progress of time for those 4 centuries, that shows where their areas of dominance were. And they ebbed and flowed like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle as they grew in power and lost power and regained power. So it's really, to me, intriguing to watch how things changed in that region and how much we've gotten out of it culturally. And then as you go through the exhibit, there are different things to do. Have you ever been to a museum exhibit where they invite you to smell things?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so for me either. There is a pretty substantial exhibit about spices. So they have 5 or 6 different spices set up in boxes with ventilation in them, and you stand in front of them and you push the air around and you say, "Oh, that's what that smells like." And so, we talk about the Ottomans being great traders in spices. Yes, that's what it is. We think about the foods that are from there, from that whole region, from Italy and Asia Minor and Turkey.
Do they offer food for us to taste?
They didn't do that.
Dang.
However, they found 2 culinary connections in Nashville. A wonderful Italian chef, Chef Paulette, who teaches, and the owner of a cafe called the Tash Tea Cafe.
I've been there.
His name is Ilya Bakla, and each of them has a recipe for you. And the exhibit in that part of the show is the first illustrated cookbook in the world. And it's to me, it's just wonderful to see special things like that you need to go to a museum to see. And you don't have to fly all the way to Europe or to
Don't have to spend the money on that plane ticket. Not to pivot too much, but have you made a visit to Tashti?
I have not. I'm plotting that with friends who are on the staff at the Frist for later this summer.
Okay, our friend Catherine Mayhew, we dined there. This had to have been probably about 4 or 5 months ago. I think you'll be impressed. You'll love it.
I'm looking forward to it. Oh, one of the other big exhibitions is fun. Most people know the underwater explorer name of Jacques Cousteau.
Uh-huh.
There is an underwater element to this show at the Frist. It's the underwater excavation, or the story of the recovery of a Venetian sailing galley that sank in 1583. It was off the coast of what is now Croatia. Mm-hmm. The Venetians sent divers right away to extract what they could, the most valuable stuff. The literature said the jewelry and the gold. And then it was largely forgotten about. And it was not until the 1960s when fishermen rediscovered the wreckage, and it became a serious archaeological site. And the exhibition has a giant wall that's used for a video presentation about this. And it's intriguing to see how things have come along. But they were recovering bottles and glasswork and beads and jewelry and mirrors, and it was a floating Walmart, so to speak, that sank with all manner of, well, not a floating Walmart. It was probably a floating Nordstrom's.
Could you imagine being one of the divers excavating all of that, the mirrors, the glass beads? Could you imagine handling that?
Oh, just astounding. So
it would have been too much.
That's another thing that makes this an unusual exhibition.
I bet. Well, I have to ask too, they have some activities for the entire family to enjoy, for the kids to take part in.
Yes, there is the Martin Art Center. That's an integral part of going to the Frist. Uh-huh. And they have activities there where you can do drawings, do a portrait of yourself in costume. There was one 3-dimensional item that you can make. You can do some paper cutting, I believe, was the activity. So you can come away from this exhibition with a piece of your own art.
How wonderful. Okay, so I know most of the time you kind of walk through on your own. Do they offer a guided tour?
On Thursdays, there's a half-hour tour that one of the Frist staff does. That's complimentary. Those are in the early evenings. So if you want somebody to tell you what you're seeing, as well as reading it yourself and listening to things and touching and smelling things, indeed. Oh, well, one of the last sensory things, you don't go to museum exhibitions where they invite you to touch. They have some Turkish fabrics that you can feel and see the delicate work and the intricate work, and get that sense of touch as part of this show as well.
How great. Well, how much time should we allow ourselves to really absorb this exhibit?
I think this is easily an hour and a half if you want to sit and enjoy the various video pieces. The piece about the ship is 15 minutes out of an hour-long documentary. So it'd be very easy to spend a very pleasurable hour and a half there, and then go on to other exhibits in the Frist.
Fantastic. And correct me if I'm wrong, have they put in a cafe there at the Frist? Did I see that?
There's been one from the get-go, and the food at the Frist Cafe is just fine.
I thought they had updated that, so maybe I just missed that my last time there.
Yeah.
Tom, is there anything else that we... Do I?
This exhibit is there through September the 1st.
Okay.
So basically 2 months to take a trip to Venice and Istanbul.
I love it. Tom, thank you so much as always.
You're very welcome. Keep traveling.
We will do it. And again, you don't have to travel very far, just to the Frist there in Nashville. It's downtown. Adult admission regularly is $20, $16 for seniors 65 and over. The cost is not very much to go and visit this exhibit before it ends there on September 1st at the Frist in Nashville. Stick with us. We have a look back at an astronaut, Barry Wilmore's Welcome Home celebration when we come back.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanata. Please come down and see us at the Pick Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.
Welcome back. Astronaut Barry Butch Wilmore received a hero's welcome in Mount Juliet over the weekend. This hometown hero event took place at Charlie Daniels Park. Wilmore spent 464 days in space over 3 missions, including as commander of the space shuttle in 2009. Wilmore shared his appreciation for being a Tennessean and for his community of Mount Juliet. Main Street Media's digital producer and editor, Kara Aguilar, gives us a look at astronaut Barry Butch Wilmore's hometown celebration.
If you can jump into your imagination with me, and I want to take you on a journey into space.
Tennessee sky hanging over me. Every honeysuckle sunrise will bring you to your knees.
People ask me, where did you start training to be an astronaut? And I tell them, in 3rd grade at Lakeview Elementary School in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. This is where the first took place. This is where the foundation for my life and many of our lives were laid. The path that I'm on, because of Jesus Christ my Lord, is going to result in eternal hope with Him in glory. I've physically been gone because of job and service to the nation, but I am a Tennessean as much as I can be. I was born a Tennessean, and I'll go to my grave a Tennessean.
Now, therefore, Mayor Hutto of Wilson County does proclaim this day, June 28th, 2025, as Astronaut Barry Wilmore Day in Wilson County, Tennessee.
This day, I have to give glory to my Lord. Why? Because He deserves it. And so, though I am grateful for this day beyond words, my message to you is, this is a wonderful day. Y'all are making it special just because you're here for me and my family, but it too will pass. Jesus Christ will not.
I'll be headed home to heaven in a Tennessee sky.
Thank you guys for being here with us at Mornings on Main Street today. Enjoy the afternoon. We'll see you back here